What is going on, everybody? It's Jake here, aka the Meta Geek, and you are at the one-stop shop for all things geeky. Make sure to subscribe to Meta Geek and go follow me on TikTok so that you can get these videos in shortened down forms. Now, we already know what this video is about. You read the title, you clicked on it, you know we are talking about Hawkeye. Yes, the final episode of Hawkeye came out, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think that it was a little bit of a downer. Now, I kind of see that that's a consensus all around the internet right now, is that the Hawkeye finale wasn't exactly what, people wanted it to be. Maybe it was a little bit lackluster when it came to what people were expecting from it, or it adding much to the universe, if anything. And of course, we'll talk about that. I will talk about the big things that happened at the end of the episode towards the end of this video. But this video is more of a video to a sense of Hawkeye. What did it really add to the universe other than the KingPin and also Kate Bishop? Like, it felt like it really didn't do much except for explore concepts that we had already seen in the MCU with Clint and Natasha, and then Yelena also coming in. You knew eventually she was going to meet up with Clint and something was going to happen, and they were going to talk about Natasha and all the things that happened in Avengers Endgame. But in this show really feels like it doesn't add that much, whereas I would say the other shows, even Falcon and the Winter Soldier, added way more to the Marvel universe than Hawkeye did. I would say that the introduction of KingPin is big, but when we talk about what they did at the end of this episode, you kind of have to be like, okay, maybe that's a mute point. Maybe they didn't really add much into it, but I have to believe with things that have been introduced in the MCU after this, that this is not the end of said characters and some of the arcs that we do see in this show. So this show overall, I would say this has to be like the weakest MCU show, and it has its charm. It was definitely something I can see why, while all these other Marvel projects were coming out, they kind of were just like, oh, here's Hawkeye. And then I thought for sure that maybe they were going to save it with maybe some kind of cool post-credit thing. But no, we got the fucking Rogers the musical, the full thing. And I honestly could not care less about that. It felt like it went out on a whimper. And honestly, I think Hawkeye is the worst of the MCU shows coming out. Now, that being said, it was still entertaining. I would still tell people to watch it. When I say worst MCU show, like, that floor is still pretty high. Like, it is definitely pretty good. I would say that it kept me thoroughly entertained throughout the whole series. But let's talk about what happened at the end of this. Of course, they end it on Wilson Fisk after being in a fight with Kate Bishop, gets hit by a car. The cops go to get him. Oh, he's not there anymore after, Kate Bishop, explode. KingPin is a fucking tank in this, okay? That is not a question. KingPin, they got him right. The dude is an absolute monster. And of course, with, the introduction of Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home, you got to be like, okay, they're going to be setting up for having a confrontation with Matt Murdock's Daredevil and KingPin, especially being played by the same actors as the show on Netflix. And of course, we all hope that it will loosely continue what happened on those series for Netflix. But in reality, at the end of the show, they kind of do a fake out, and it is from the comic books where Echo does kill the KingPin. And of course, I just wasn't expecting that early. I still don't think, I think it's a bit of a fake out. I don't think that they would treat a character like KingPin like that. But then again, we did get Ralph Bonard. So, in reality, I want to believe that KingPin isn't done. The Echo show is still going to show what actually happened at this moment that we see at the end of this show. But yeah, I just don't know about Hawkeye in general. Of course, it's a feel-good family Christmas story that has all this action in it. It was fun to watch, but again, I would say that it is the weakest of the MCU shows. So Tell me what you thought about Hawkeye. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe and join the Meta Mafia, because guys, we are going hard in 2022. 2022 is the year of the Meta Geek, so you want to be here. We're going to be grinding it out, and not only will there be update videos and stuff like this, I will be actually doing videos like actual film studies and things of Marvel movies, especially the Spider-Man ones. I'm going to be doing video essays for those, on top of doing these fun little videos where we talk about things coming out, leaks, rumors, all that stuff. Make sure to subscribe for that. I have been Jake, aka the Meta Geek, and I will see all of you geeks next time.